my husband and I started Helping Hands Foreign Missions, and in 2010, we came and we had worked doing medical work. We had worked on the streets. We'd worked with Native churches within some schools doing medical. And at that time, my husband, we didn't know it at the time, but he contracted malaria. We went back to America, and in just a short time, he became very seriously ill and he passed away. And as you can imagine, that sent shockwaves, not just through me as an individual and personally, but through our ministry as well, because he was our visionary, he was our mentor. But God, of course, it's always about God, and He has shown us that in Helping Hands, that it is not about one person, it's not about me, it's about God's plan. And God planned for us to come back to Uganda. We were looking for land, and we looked for a couple of years, and in 2012, God blessed us with a beautiful place. We were able to buy 133 acres here in a small village in Uganda. It's called Namawambi. It's kind of a remote area where there's a lot of illiteracy. There's just overwhelming poverty. There is a lack of availability for medical care. And that's what God put in our hearts, is to simply take these children who have maybe no homes, no stable homes, don't have the opportunities, they're hungry, and to have a place for them to come. And that's what the Village of Eden is all about. One of the first things we built was a church, and we built it right in the center of the property. And we've opened the doors, and that's where kids come during the week. 1,000 kids come on Saturday, and we're able to feed them. We're able to share the love of Christ. Right now we have housing for 64 children, but over the next couple of years we know that God's going to bring what we need to just keep building. The groups that are close to God's heart are the orphans and the widows. We have trained 7 widows that was within the community, and they are going to be our house mothers. They're going to be taking care of 8 children in one of our cottages. And it's a blessing that we're just able to also take care of the people who are very near and dear to God's heart, and that's the orphans and the widows. We're opening our school, and in the future we'll have a technical school. We're building a Bible college. And also, one of the greatest things about the village is that it will be self-sustaining. We've already planted corn, we've planted tomatoes and potatoes and cassava and rice. So we hope to be able to feed the children through the village, what we can grow on the village. And of course we have lots of animals. So now we have cows and pigs and goats, and we have plenty of rabbits, okay? So lots of rabbits. And we also have 2 fish ponds where we'll be able to feed, or we're able to feed the children lots of protein, which is important for nutrition. We knew that it would take many people coming together to help these children. And so one of the ways that we do this is through a sponsorship program. We've gone out into the villages, we connect with local churches who have started schools within their church. And these are children maybe who would not go to school otherwise. So these children have come into our sponsorship program. We go back to America or to different countries, and we talk to people and we say, look, this child needs your help. And through the help of sponsors, we have been able to help hundreds and hundreds of children. And with that money, we're able to help the children go to school. We're able to give them school supplies, a uniform, a pair of school shoes. And these sponsors can, again, be just life-saving for these children, who will be able to go to school, who will be able to eat every day, and who will be able to have basic medical care.
We started working together, partnering together to see how we can help the children, to feed them, give them education, and that's how we have been growing, and we've really seen God working through that.
So for me, it's a blessing that God allows me to be a small part of the work that's going on here in Uganda.